everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to do a Pan Those Eyeshadows update for the end of March. So basically we're in April now, right? So I've really struggled this month, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna do a lot of pink looks because I got the new trunk color from the Miami Beauty palette last month, but I really have struggled this month. I also got the green shade from the Mint to Be from Colourpop, and yeah, I really haven't used them all that much. So this update is not going to be that great, but I am going to roll in 2 new shades because I have had 2 shades in the project since the beginning that I feel like I'm just about the point where I can roll them out. Now I'm not going to hit pan anytime soon and they're just going to keep going, so I feel like let's just roll them out. So if you're interested to see my update, what everything looks like, and also 2 new shades that I'm going to roll in this month, then just stay tuned. So I'm going to start with the one that I worked on the least, which is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Jackie Aina palette. I love this palette. I rolled in Ginger at the start in January, and I only used it 5 more times this month, and I'm at the point now I've used it 19 times. I did say at the start of the project that when I get to 25 times I'm going to roll it out, but honestly I'm going to roll it out today. I'm not going to hit pan in the next 6 times that I use it, and I really just haven't been enjoying it. I do like it, but I'm just getting bored of it, so I want to just refresh the whole color story a little bit more, just try and get some interesting shades in there, so I'm not doing the same look over and over again, because that's what I've struggled to do. So yeah, I'm going to roll this out. I'll put a picture of what it looked like last month, but honestly, it really, I mean, there's a little bit of a dip, but I feel like with this formula, especially with the mattes, I do not need to use a lot because it's really, really pigmented, which is great. But obviously for the purpose of this project, you want to see progress, and I just don't see that much progress. But I love this palette, so I'm actually okay to roll it out without any pan. So unfortunately no pan, but I will roll it out. The next one that I used the least, but I'm going to keep it in the project because I just rolled it in last time, is from the Yasmin palette from My Alley Beauty. They're actually, I think they're going out of business, so that's kind of unfortunate. But the shade that I rolled in is Trunk up here. So it's this, it looks like it's like a deep pink. I mean, I have it on today. I kind of not super pigmented at the moment because I did sort of blend it out quite a lot because I didn't want a super pink look, but I wanted a little bit of a color. But I think it's really, really nice. It has a little bit of a red tone, but it's mostly pink. But honestly, there's not a lot of progress. I only used it 6 times, and it is quite pigmented, so there really isn't that much to show. But yeah, hopefully maybe in the next update, depending on what other colors I get, it might be a little bit more interesting to use this one. So definitely going to keep it in, only use it 6 times. I need to just keep working on it and do some more interesting looks because I really didn't do that many good looks this month. I'll put some photos up, but honestly they weren't really all that interesting. Next one I used the least is from the Mint to Be Colourpop. I really didn't want to use this one when it rolled in. It is the Super Shock shadow. It is the really lovely Mojito Mammy right here. You can see I have definitely used it. There's a little bit of a dip. It was pretty much brand new when I rolled it into the project. I've only used it again 6 times this month because I didn't feel like using it. I didn't do that many green looks, but when I wanted to, or like do a sort of a look, I just did it on the lid. There's nothing really too interesting about it. I used a couple of these colors just to help with it, but honestly my looks were really quite boring this month, as I've said. So yeah, I've used it 6 times. I'll keep it in because I'm interested to see what other shades I roll in. But yeah, hopefully maybe next progress I'll have a little bit more of an update. It is very powdery. That's the only thing I don't particularly like about it. It's quite powdery. When I first got it, I really, really loved it. I'm not as in love with it actually, to be honest, so it's kind of interesting that. The next shade that I used the least is from my Book of Magic from Beauty Bay. I love this palette, I really do, but the shade that I pulled is this one. I pulled it at the start of the project. This one is called Manifest, so it's just a normal brown shade. I just use it to sort of deepen up the looks. I have it on today, but nothing like too crazy. There is a little bit of a dip. Definitely has a softer formula than the Anastasia one. So yeah, hopefully you can see that in the pictures. But yeah, it's nice. But I've used this 19 times in total. This month I used it 7 times. So yeah, I'm at 19 times, the same, actually the same as the ginger shade in the Jackie Aina palette. So I've decided I'm going to roll this one out because those two are just too boring right now, and I just want to see what I roll in next. I'm just too curious, and I feel like another 6 times of this is not going to hit pan, so what's the point of keeping it in for another month? So yeah, I'm definitely just going to roll it in. I have enjoyed it. It's a really easy formula to work with, and I'm not very good at blending, and it's super easy to blend. So if you don't have this palette and you can get it still, then I would definitely recommend, because it absolutely is wonderful, and the shimmers are amazing. So I've used a little bit of shimmer with I think I used this shimmer this month, and also I've got this on today, and it's just so beautiful. I really love this palette. So yeah, but I am going to roll this one out because I'm up to 19. I don't think another 6 times is really going to be necessary. And then the one I used the most, which is not very surprising to anyone, is from the Rose Quartz palette from Primark. And this one is just a neutral cream shade tone, and I use this the most because it is the easiest to use. I used this 13 times this month. I will definitely keep it in because I imagine that just like this one, I'll be able to hit pan not too long. There is a little bit of a dip forming. I mean, this one is quite powdery, and I use a bigger brush, so it's a little bit harder to get a significant dip. So it's going to take a while. Like, I mean, this one didn't take long, but you can see how I used a lot of it before I actually hit the pan because of the type of brush that I'm using. So I imagine that will be the same on this one, but it is a really good, just sort of crease shade to have, at least for me. So yeah, I'll keep it in and I'll just see what happens. Right, now for the fun thing. So before I roll in the 2 new shades, I did get a new palette, so I am going to add that to my spreadsheet. So I got the BH Cosmetics Chilling in Chicago this month, and I really like this. So I wouldn't be opposed to it being picked, to be honest, because I have been enjoying this. And that's the reason why I've also not used too many shades from this project, because I have been looking and dipping into my other palettes because I don't want to neglect what I have. So, you know, if I'm just not feeling like I want to put a look together using the pan those eyeshadows, I don't force myself. And I have been dipping into this one because I did a first impressions look with just the bottom row, but I have been enjoying literally all of the ones that I've tried. I haven't tried all of them yet, but anyway, I've added this to my spreadsheet, so if it's pulled then I can use it. If it's not, I'll probably still use it. All right, so the total amount of shades that I can pull are 304. However, I haven't got rid of any of the shades that have pan in, which is only probably 4 or 5. I'm really bad at the panning, that's why I'm doing this. So yeah, my pan percentage is really low. So but anyway, I've got 304, you know, minus a few to pull from, which is exciting. I'm going to pull 2 new shades right now. All right, I'm just going to use the Google because I don't have my tablet with me right now. So I'm going to just put 4 and then 1. All right. So, and I'm just going to click generate. So the first one is 277. Let me just write this down. And then the next one is 163. All right, fingers crossed that these are good. Let me just have a look and I will pull them. All right, so this is going to be actually kind of interesting. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more green looks just to because of what I pulled. So the 163 is actually from my Revolution palette, the Chilled, which is the Cannabis Sativa one. And the color that I picked is Dope, which is a lovely, like, deep shimmery color here. I actually really like this. Ooh, that looks so pretty. So I'm excited to use that. That looks really good. And then the 277 is from my Club Nebula palette from Angelica. So this is it. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm a little bit gutted this has been picked, but it's the green one that's been picked. So basically the Queen of Blades right here. Oops. So it's basically this one that's been picked, the Queen of Blades, and this is a matte green. So I imagine with that, along with the ColourPop Mint V that I have, I'll probably be doing quite a lot of green looks this month, which is fine. I did go off doing green looks, but I definitely love this palette in particular. So just adding them all together, I'm sure I'll be able to come up with some better looks. So yeah, that's exciting. Let me just do the color story of what I've got now, just to show you. Alright, so this is the color story. So this is the Queen of Blades. This is the Dope shade from the Revolution palette. This is the Mojito Mami. This is Trunk from My Only Beauty. And then this one here is the Primark shade. So kind of, I actually quite like this color story. It's a little bit cool toned, especially with these two. And then you've got the warmer tones down there. So I think it'll be quite interesting. I like the pop of red as well, along with the green. I am looking forward to doing something with that. I mean, what do you guys think? It's a lot more interesting than my last one. My last one was literally all neutral with the pop of pink, red, and blue, not blue, but green, and I just didn't like it, to be honest. So I'm really excited to use this. So fingers crossed, I will do a lot more looks this next month just with this color story. I'm already a lot more motivated and excited, just inspired by looking at this. If you're interested, stay tuned, subscribe, like if you'd like, and hopefully I will see you again soon. And yeah, stay tuned because I'll be posting some updates on my other projects, Project Pan and also Partners in Cream. I have been doing less videos lately, so if you've noticed, I do apologize. I've just been really busy and I really want to put some videos out, but I'm not sure what everyone wants to see. So I don't know, if you've got any recommendations, let me know. Otherwise, I'll try to be a little bit more active this month. I know last month was a longer month, but I really wasn't that very active. I just did like my regular videos, but I'm struggling to just find some time and inspiration. I fell into a little bit of a slump. So yeah, just let me know if you have any recommendations, ideas, or anything like that. But otherwise, thank you so much. And I've reached over 500, so I'm really excited. I didn't think it would happen this fast, so I only started this last year, and yeah, I really appreciate anyone who has subscribed so far. Thank you so much. I hope you're well, and take care. Bye.